Hello my friends, how y'all doing on this lovely Saturday? Hope y'all are doing good. I'm doing alright. I got a little poke in my eye from playing basketball. I was killing them, they didn't know what to do with me, so you know, it happens. But today I want to talk about understanding the 401k. This is a very important topic because a lot of my friends, I know you guys invest in the 401k and you don't even know what it is. So I'm going to ask a question. What is the first rule of investing? Tell you. First rule of investing is this. Never invest in something that you do not understand. We have this whole Bitcoin mania thing and people want to buy Bitcoins now, but they don't understand how it works. People want to put money in the stock market and when they lose money they get upset because they don't know how it works. 9 out of 10, if you invest in something you do not understand, you're going to lose money. So take the time to understand this. The 401k, it's offered by many jobs. And people don't know what it's necessarily used for. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to explain a little bit about it, the benefits, the pros of the 401k, and also the cons. Now, the pros of the cons are this. The money is invested with your tax dollars, with your pre-tax dollars. So on your end of the year tax return, you can write those off. You don't get taxed on those money, so you can actually get a bigger tax return. That's the only benefit, is tax purposes. The next benefit of this is that it can increase your contributions. So say if you are 20, just hypothetically speaking, say you're 20 years old and you put $5,000 in your 401k and you let it sit until you're 70. By the time you're 70, that's probably $300,000. But it's based on compounded interest and it takes a while, right? And the next pro is this. Could be for retirement saving. Now the con of the 401k is this. You can be overtaxed at retirement. And this I'll talk about in another video, how to not pay taxes, so stay tuned for that one. Could be overtaxed. The next thing is, how you spell lose? Yeah, there we go. You can lose all your savings, right? So many jobs offer this 401k product, and most people think that it's based on you put in a certain amount and the job matches a certain amount, which is good. And I advise people, if you're working a job and the job matches, take it. It's free money. Take it. Trust me, take it. Because the thing is that if you put in $100 and for each dollar amount they match, take it. But it's not a liquid savings plan. Please also keep that in your mind. The 401k is based on market condition. It's based on how the stock market is performing. So for example, in 2008, many people lost over 60%, over 50% of their lifetime contributions because the market went down. But the beauty with this though is that we live in America. This is the biggest consumer nation. So markets always have their cycles. So over time, the market usually bounces back up if you continue to feed it or you let it sit and grow. That's the beauty with the American economy. But what if you were 70 and you needed that money in 2008 for a surgery, for an operation, or to do something important, but half your life savings are gone? Then what? You know, so we have to keep these things in mind. And that's where losing your savings is another thing. There are people who, because of the funds they invested in the 401k, lost so much money and their 401ks never recovered. So I want to tell people, keep a close eye on your 401k. Learn how to move the money around. Learn how to select certain funds that's in your 401k because you can lose your money. That's the biggest disadvantage of it, right? So when you open your 401k, you're going to see something, right? You're going to see a whole bunch of funds that you can select from. The most popular one is the Vanguard Index. Then they have mutual funds. And then they have individual stocks in certain 401k plans, right? Most people, they go with the Vanguard 500 Index Fund, because the thing with the Vanguard 500 Index Fund, it is a index, is a compound of all of the top 500 companies in America that is performing well, and usually that's an indicator of how the market does. So most people go into select the Vanguard. So say for example, this is the course of the 401k, right, of the American market, right? So say one share of Vanguard is $249, right? And say this is 50 years from now, or 30 years from now, one share will probably be, I don't know, $2,000. Sorry, my marker is dying out. Can you guys see? Can you see that good? So, if you do the math, each month you're contributing, your job is matching. Say you're 25 and you're putting in $100 a month until you're 65, until retirement age. And while you're putting in that $100 every month, your job is matching. You can see if the economy stays stable, you'll retire with a nice chunk of change, over $500,000, right? That's a nice chunk of change. But the thing is that, what if the economy goes to what it went through in 2008 again? You're right back to where you started. Or in some cases, it goes even lower. Right? Then what? You see, the thing is that a dollar today, what a dollar is worth now, is not going to be worth the same 30 years from now. The value of the dollar drops every single day. Inflation is going up every single day. The cost of living is going up every single day. 40 years ago, $100 had about close to $700 in spending power. Today, $100 can't even pay most people's phone bills. So, this is why the 401k, I like it, but at the same time, you don't have control over it. And I don't usually like investing in things that I don't have control over. But I'm going to share with you guys today a loophole, something that I use to maximize the hell out of my 401k. And this is what I'm going to, it's called a self-employed 401k. So, I did a video talking about making money with stocks, right? New York, there's always something going on. Y'all hear the sirens in the back? So, this is what I do with my 401k personally, because I'm self-employed, so, and I don't like to pay the IRS anything. I try to pay the IRS as little as possible. So this is what I do with my 401k. I have what is called a SEP for short, self-employed 401k. Right? Now, the benefit of having a self-employed 401k is it's a shelter for taxes, and it's liquid. So you know how when you put your money into the 401k with your job and everything, if you want to draw it out, there's a huge penalty, right? With this 401k shelter, you can protect your money. You can control your money against market volatility. So if the market drops, your cash will be fine. You won't necessarily lose any money. So this is what I do. I have a self-employed 401k. Every month, I contribute a few $100s to it. The money is not going into any mutual funds, any stocks, or any index funds. It's just sitting in that liquid account. But I have the opportunity to buy certain mutual funds, certain stocks, certain index funds. I have that option too. But as long as I put it in the account, it's okay. The IRS will still look at it as as a tax write-off for now. So what I do is this. What is Newton's law? One of Newton's third law of physics. Whatever goes up, right, is eventually gonna do what? Come down. Man, this market sucks. I'm sorry. Eventually gonna come down. This is something that has been happening throughout the course of history. Things go up and it comes down. The real estate market goes up, it comes down. These are things that has been happening for thousands of years. But don't panic. It's gonna go back up. But this is what I do to maximize my money. Since I'm funding the liquid part, the bank account part of my 401k, I'm watching the market. I'm timing the market. People say, oh, don't time the market. Nobody can time the market. And that's true. But the thing is that we know it's going to go up. The market, we know it's going to go down. The market is too high right now. It is ridiculous what's going on in the market. Only a blind person or somebody who is not senseless cannot see, or somebody who doesn't have sense cannot see that the market is going to drop one day. This is going to be one of the worst market crashes ever in history. So what's going to happen is that the market's going to go down. Now, investment tip. When the market goes down, that is when you play. Now that the market is going good and people are getting jobs, this is where you stack money. This is where you put away your rainy day funds. When the market drops, I'm going to buy an index fund. I'm going to take the money from the liquid and buy an index fund. And I'm going to hold that index fund until the market gets high again. Can you... And I should have bought an eraser. Till the market gets high again. And when the markets get high again, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sell. And when I sell, it goes right back into the liquidated bank account, and the IRS won't take any money from it, and I won't have any penalties. This right here, but you need a business to do this. And you don't necessarily need a real estate or to go out there and find your own business and build it big. There are ways you can have a business that you can do this. If you need any information as to how to go about doing this, I'll leave a comment and I'll contact you. But that's all the time I have for today. I gotta go get some stuff done. You know I love you guys. Like, share, and subscribe.